got to believe you can do it. Got to have faith. Got to take it one game at a time. Cliche, cliche, cliche. Cliches become cliches because they're true. But the truth is the Ravens are screwed right now at 1-5. They're in their bye week. We'll see what they do on the back end. Teams who were 1-5 and made the playoffs, it's happened 4 times. The 1970 Bengals somehow did it in a 14-game season with few paths to the playoffs. You had 4 spots in the AFC then. 2015 Chiefs did it. They won 10 in a row to finish the season. 2018 Colts did it, got a wild card, and the Washington football team started 1-5 and won a none of the above division at 7-9 in the NFC East. That was a year that sparked talk of reseeding because you got a team below 500 to win a division. So that's it since the merger. It is not easy to do, but with 7 playoff spots and 17 games, it's easier than it ever was for those teams on that graphic.
Yeah, it is. And we know that 17 games changes, I felt like, the outlook for everybody a little bit. It just gives you a little more wiggle room to get things right here. But, we got some teams here that are good conversations here for buy or sell.
Well, let's start with the Ravens. Buy or sell to make the playoffs? Yes, plus 115. No, minus 140. Those are the odds. Are you buying or selling?
Well, here's the interesting thing, right? The team right now is not a playoff team. And I'm going to say I'm selling. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not. We talked about on Monday, I was shocked last week that the Ravens were still the betting favorite to win the AFC North. The betting public, no wonder I need to come up with a sports book because the betting public just bets on quarterbacks. The rest of the team is like, I don't even know who they are. The quarterback, yes. I mean, the Bills being a Super Bowl, the number 1 Super Bowl contender still. Have you watched the Bills lately? Have you seen their defense? I mean, that's crazy. But within this, all right, sorry with my rant there, they have a very favorable schedule. After the bye, it's the Bears, which we know they're a work in progress, but they have, just to name a few teams here, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals twice. There is a pathway to where you see them, you could go, we could get to early December and go, whoa, they're back to 500. There is, but I'm not going to bet on that. Too many problems with the team. They look like a beaten down puppy, and that defense is just, Lamar Jackson can't save that. So I'm selling, Mike.
In 1990, the Vikings were 1-6. They played a Monday night game against the Eagles, and I think that dropped them to 1-5 or 1-6. And they won 5 in a row, and they capped it with a 41-13 win over the Bears. And then they lost their next 4, and that was that. So I've got history with 1-5, actually 1-6 starts. So it's hard to do, and we'll see if they can pull it off. Texans to make the playoffs are yes, plus 135, no, minus 165. They're 2-3. They've won 2 in a row. They were off last weekend, but they're dealing with the Colts and the Jaguars in their division, a division they had owned in recent years. Where are you on that?
Yeah,
yes.
this is a tough one because I think the first thing the Texans defense is so good that they're going to keep them in every game. The Texans defense is so good that they can almost win games by themselves. That's how good they are. I mean, there's a reason they lead the league in scoring defense. What is it? Like they're letting up 12 points a game? So that's where you look at it and go, man. But as we sit here right now, I can't get behind it yet. I got to see the offense more here. You said it, their division's a little bit better, right? I know the AFC is wide open. I get it. I certainly see a pathway. But between their schedule and the way their offense looked, as we sit here right now in October, I'm going to sell it. I can't say that I see the Texans making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for them because they've got to deal with the Jaguars who've already beaten them once. They got to play them again. They got the Colts twice. They haven't seen the Colts yet. And they have that first place schedule, which has the variation.
It's tough.
Only 3 games,
right.
But those 3 games make a difference. Those 3 games make a difference. And it used to be they could run roughshod or rough shop, as someone once said, over the rest of the division. And now that's just not there. The Titans, yes. The other 2 teams, no. Yeah. And there's the schedule. At Seahawks Monday night. That Monday night, non-overlapping doubleheader, Bucks, Lions, Texans, Seahawks. I kind of like that.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm going to get some extra sleep this weekend, so it won't be, like eyes drooping shut at 1 a.m., but that's going to be good.
Hey, this schedule
they got some tough games coming up.
Yeah, this schedule is real. I mean, their next 4 games are tough, and then they got the Titans, okay, but then they got the Bills, Colts, and Chiefs right after that, right? So, yeah, I look at it, and I just go, that's tough sledding. But you're right. The Monday night this week is going to be awesome. It's going to be hard to top last week for me. I thought last week was the best Monday night of the year. I mean, the Bills and the Falcons and the Bears, the two kind of underdogs pulling out the game and doing that. We had 3 young, budding superstar quarterbacks with one guy that's as good a quarterback as we'll ever see in our life. I mean, that was an awesome Monday night. I truly enjoyed it. It'd be hard to top that this week, even though the matchups are damn good.
There's a ridiculous run of upsets in prime time. Now, the Chiefs win wasn't an upset, but it felt like one.
Yeah.
That's the only exception. There's been like 7 out of 8 games in prime time have been upsets. And, when you play 2 games at once, there's a chance they're both going to stink like they did the last time they had 2 games at once. There's also a chance they're both going to be good, as they were on Monday night.
Right.
Okay. Last one, Chiefs to win the AFC West.
Oh, now we're changing. We're moving the goalposts here.
What?
Well, I thought all these were to make the playoffs. Now we're going to pick them to win the AFC West.
All right. But that's the bet, plus
Yeah.
160. I don't see what the no is, but are you buying or selling the Chiefs as the favorites? They are the favorites. The Chargers are the next at plus 170. The Broncos at plus 210. Are you buying the Chiefs as the favorites to win the division?
Wow. This is one. I mean, yes, I'm going to pick the Chiefs still to go to the playoffs. I am Mr. This was the year they don't win the division. The Denver Broncos are going to win.
You can't bail off now.
I know. So, I'm still going to ride with that, but I'm very uncomfortable. So I'm going to say no. They don't win the division, but I'm definitely shaking in my boots a little bit here. Denver is way too reliant on their defense. I'm disappointed in Denver's offense.
It was bad. They should have lost on Sunday.
They should have been. They're just.
You hold a team to minus 10 net passing yards and you barely beat them.
Yes, Sean Payton and that offense, I look at them, they run the right plays. They're not crazy creative right now. And as we talked about before when we were talking trade deadline and all that, they're one of those teams that I look at to go, yeah, they need somebody else on the offensive side of the ball. They're just not scary enough there. They're not. But, yeah, the way that's what scares me right now. But the other thing where I'm just going to stick with them, too, is – their schedule looks somewhat more appealing to me than the Chiefs here down the stretch, too. So that's where I'll favor them. I'm going to still stick with the Broncos to win the AFC West.
They're in a position to stack a lot of wins until
they are. That's what I'm saying.
The Kansas City Chiefs coming up here in week 12 or week 11, excuse me. Their buys in week 12, but they've got the Giants coming up. They've got the Cowboys, the Texans, and the Raiders. They should win all 4 of those games. Apologies to the G-men. Let's take a break. Chris's favorite segment of the week next on this Wednesday edition of PFT Live.
Oh, whack it.
Book is an official sports betting partner of the MFL, and new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use promo code PUNTER when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.